Godzilla versus King Kong. Bam! Let's begin. So, Godzilla versus King Kong. What do I think about it? That was awesome! It was... And King Kong was like... And they both like... Oh no, stop! And he was like... So yeah, it was enjoyable. This was an awesome movie from beginning to end. I mean, it had a lot of talking, but you know, it really didn't ruin anything. These types of movies, I can't really rate them in the traditional way from 1 to 10. They need their own category. They're up there with Sharknado, with ridiculous movies that are just like Pacific Rim, you know what I mean? Like action based. It's not really about the story, it's all about the action. And thank God they delivered on this one. It was action packed, beginning, middle, especially the end. It was action throughout the whole thing. Now story wise, they brought old characters. This guy, you know, which I really didn't like in the Godzilla movie because he was boring and he seemed like, I know everything. I'm a physicist, I'm a nuclear scientist, I'm all that and more. Dude, you were just recording animal noises. Like, how did you get all this degrees? You know what I mean? And then they brought his daughter, 11. If you don't know 11, shame on you. And also me, I didn't watch it. And this was kind of like a perfect dynamic because they didn't show too much of him. And she actually brought something to the story, you know, not a lot, but something. And also they brought like the embodiment of every podcast guy ever, which is this guy, you know him from Atlanta. He was hilarious. You know, there was a scene where he's like in a room and he's like, it's all quiet and it's dark and it's like, oh my God, what is going on? What is happening? And he does something, I'm not gonna ruin it, but it was amazing. His character really brought something to the whole thing, you know? So he's a conspiracy guy. He tries to find out what is going on. I'm not gonna bore you with the whole plot because the plot is there, you know? It makes sense to some degree, but you're not there for that. You're there for Godzilla versus King Kong, man. And what I thought, like, yeah, Godzilla would win easy. It's not like, hey, it's like Godzilla, dude. He shoots fire, plasma out of his mouth. It's a done deal. But damn, you know, they kept it interesting. They really kept it interesting. They kept it like, oh my God, who's gonna win? Oh yeah, that's my dog right there. That's King Kong, son. Climbing building and, you know what I mean? So it really kept me like, yeah, this is what I want to see when I want to see a monster versus another monster. I don't want to see exposition too much. I just want to see like kind of relevant stuff, and the rest just fill it with monster fights. And thank God they did perfectly. Like for every 10-minute exposition, there's like a 5-minute fight, and it'll last like 30 to 40 minutes of the movie. It's an hour and 53 minutes long. So the last like part of the movie, it was just mayhem. No one survived, okay? So you wouldn't be like, oh, who's the better monster? No, they're both monsters. They killed everybody. They really didn't care about this, and thank God they did, because when you see monster movies, I don't want to hear some guys like, oh my God, they killed so many people. Are we supposed to root for him? No, it's a monster, dude. Kill everything, and hey, we'll deal with the, you know, morality of it later. But for now, fight, 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 fight. And then what they did, they showed me awesome fights from every kind of way, you know. They really handed it. Good job. So how do I give this movie? I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for a certain category. The category is monster fights. You know, Pacific Rim, this, that, you know what I mean. This is 8 out of 10, destruction-wise, 10 out of 10. Visually, it was awesome. They didn't do that weird, stupid things that I hate about movies when they make the shot is so close that you don't even know what is going on. No, you see everything that is going on in this movie. You know, you see the fights, you see the fire, you see the helicopters crashing, you see this guy being eaten out, you know, by some monster. it was amazing, you know? So, do I recommend this? Yes. To whom should I recommend this? Well, to the people who like fight, that don't care too much about exposition and does this make sense in the conceptual way. For those people, I don't recommend this movie. You're not gonna enjoy it. But for those who want mayhem, that want to see something that is like, yes! You know, the child, this was written by a child, I feel like, not in a bad way. You know, when you were a kid, you were like, and then Godzilla would attack, and then, no, we are the human beings, and then, this is kind of felt like that, you know? And everyone, it was just, just fantastic, you know? So yeah, that's Godzilla versus King Kong, which was, you know what I say. So, thanks for watching, exit that way.